Hello and welcome to Michelle's Life on Repeat. Today we are going to take this little Dendrobium who's growing some roots and transplant her into a bigger pot. And I just wanted to take you along for the ride. Remember when I got that really large Thong Chai Gold Splash and I compared it to this one that I've had for over a year? Well, bringing her into the house must have been a good thing, because this one said, I'm gonna compete. I'm gonna grow some roots. I'm gonna grow bigger. And here we have it. She, and along with most of my dendrobiums, are coming out of the winter resting period and jumping into spring, probably because my orchid room is about 74 degrees and they seem to like that. Let me show you what I've got compiled, and it'll be a real fast repotting. Since she's in bark, she'll like the bark. She shouldn't even blink an eye, right? Right. So I'm gonna mix some horticultural charcoal with my orchiata bark, which is what is in the glass container in the back there. And I'm gonna add some volcanic pumice into the mix, and that is it, plain and simple. Now my tripod is broken. It's in the shop being repaired by the man who can fix almost everything is trying to fix my little gadget that holds this in place so that I can use both hands. So let me take you in closer and let us undo this with my one hand, being very delicate. She was falling out of this pot, so smush it a little bit. Yeah, she will just come right out of that pot. And there is new roots growing. There's dead roots, but that's okay. I'll cut off most of the dead roots, but leave some just so she has something to anchor with. Those new roots, I want to get them into fresh bark and let her have a new home for the next couple of years. So I'm going to mix the three ingredients together. And here we go. Just a quick little stir. It's not that detrimental if I get proportions accurate. Whatever I have left over will go back into this tub right here where my hand is at for the next potting that I need to do. So I have trimmed off some of the dead roots, not all of them. Now that last bulb that you see with the yellow, it is dying. It is on its way out because it was one of her first bulbs, and it has maximized all the nutrition that it had stored up inside that leaf, and so it's sucking that to grow these new roots. So yellow old leaves are okay. Had she had 3 good solid canes, I would just pull that off. But because she is just building that 3rd cane, I'm gonna leave it, let the leaf fall off, and if there's any nutrition left in that bulb, the small one at the bottom, she will pull it and use it to grow, and then eventually the next repotting, that will probably just fall right off. So let's fill up the pot. Let's see how deep I want to go. Pot's a little big for her, but that's the gist of it. You get the idea. I want to make sure those new roots go under the media. I'll be right back when she's all done. Now, if you notice, I did not fill her all the way up yet. I'm just going to show you that I'm going to put a little bit of that bark gently over her roots that she's used to having a little bit of bark around. But she's not a full container. I didn't pack her all the way in, because as she gets taller and as she gets more roots, I can lift her up and the roots will go further down and I can pack more bark in. But the ones around those new roots, just lightly covering them. She originally had some rocks over them, so they weren't used to the light as much. I will give her a drink and put her on the shelf and say, grow, little thong chai splash, grow. I just want to remind you too, when you're using brand new Orchid bark, it's kind of like a duck. It just peels right off and slides right off it. So there is moisture going to be in this plastic container, and my conditions here in the Pacific Northwest, I just watch my moisture level, because too much and not enough airflow and things rot. But with it being brand new Orchid bark, this will be completely dry with all the fans going. And tomorrow she's going to need a fresh little drizzle of water. And that's what I do when it's brand new Orchid bark in there and she's growing roots. I'm just going to make sure she gets some water over those roots every day. And we'll see the progression. Thanks for watching me today. We'll talk again soon in another video. Bye-bye.